Imagine being told you have pancreatic cancer. Not the early kind, not the we caught it just in time kind. The kind where your doctor sits across from you, chooses their words carefully, and tells you that the 5-year survival rate is around 12%. 12%. You do the math in your head. You think about your family, you think about what comes next. Now imagine that 2 years later, you are not just alive, you are cancer-free. Not because of a miracle, but because of a vaccine. A personalized, precision-engineered vaccine, built specifically for your tumor. Built from the same revolutionary technology that helped fight a global pandemic. This is not science fiction. This is happening right now, and it may be the most important medical story of our generation. Welcome. Today, we are going deep inside the radical science of cancer vaccines, specifically an mRNA-based personalized cancer immunotherapy. A field that has quietly transformed from a fringe idea into one of the most electrifying frontiers in modern medicine. For decades, cancer treatment meant one of three things: cut it out, burn it with radiation, or poison it with chemotherapy. Effective sometimes, brutal always. But what if we could train your own immune system to recognize your specific cancer, hunt it down, and destroy it? What if the cure was a set of instructions sent to your cells? That is precisely what a new generation of cancer scientists is building. To understand why this moment is so significant, you need to understand the scale of the problem. Cancer kills approximately 10 million people every year. And while survival rates have improved, certain cancers, pancreatic, glioblastoma, remain devastatingly lethal. For decades, scientists believed that some of these tumors were simply immune cold, invisible to the immune system. That belief is now being dismantled. In 2025 alone, the FDA issued over 52 drug approval announcements in oncology, with more than 70% falling within the immunotherapy domain. This is a dramatic signal that medicine has fundamentally shifted its strategy. The era of blunt force treatment is giving way to precision, molecular warfare. At the center of this revolution, mRNA cancer vaccines. These treatments train the immune system to recognize and attack specific cancer cells. 120 clinical trials are running right now across lung, breast, prostate, melanoma, and brain tumors. This is a coordinated global campaign. Let's get specific. The personalized mRNA vaccine, mRNA 4157, demonstrated a 44% reduction in cancer recurrence risk for melanoma patients. Think about what that means. Not a marginal bump in statistics, a 44% reduction in recurrence for one of the most aggressive skin cancers on Earth. Story 2. The pancreatic cancer patients. In a landmark Phase 1 trial at Memorial Sloan Kettering, patients generated an army of immune cells called T-cells. Of the 16 patients, half showed a dramatic immune response. Today, 7 of those 8 responders are still alive and well. A remarkable outcome. Researchers found these patients had about 12 times as many T-cells inside their tumors. Their immune system had been rewired to fight back with overwhelming force. Story 3. The brain cancer frontier. University of Florida, researchers developed a vaccine that reprogrammed the immune system to attack glioblastoma within 48 hours. The approach demonstrated efficacy across mouse models, pet dogs, and human patients. Dogs with brain cancer lived nearly 4 times longer. Human trials are now underway. How does this work? Every cancer is genetically unique. Scientists sequence your tumor's DNA to identify specific mutations called neoantigens. The vaccine sends a molecular blueprint to your immune cells, essentially saying, "This is what the enemy looks like. Find it, destroy it." Manufacturing time has dropped from 9 weeks to under 4 weeks, and AI is helping scientists identify targets faster than ever. The machine is accelerating. The scientific establishment is paying close attention. Leading experts describe 2026 as a year where scientific breakthroughs and implementation converge. Dr. Nina Bhardwaj points to the next frontier. Next-generation armored T-cells, modified to persist inside tumor environments that would have previously destroyed them. Meanwhile, CRISPR gene editing is entering the equation. At the University of Minnesota, CRISPR-edited cells erased metastases in a first-in-human proof of concept. The tools are converging: DNA sequencing, mRNA engineering, CRISPR editing, AI modeling, each one powerful alone, combined and potentially transformative. There are also surprising developments. A study at MD Anderson found that receiving an mRNA-based COVID vaccine was linked to significantly better responses to cancer drugs. Patients who had received a COVID shot within 100 days of starting cancer treatment lived nearly twice as long. The pandemic platform is teaching us how to fight cancer. Here's the honest picture. These therapies are not yet available to everyone. Personalized mRNA cancer vaccines currently cost over $100,000 per patient. Pricing puts them out of reach for the vast majority. Access is deeply unequal. The science is running ahead of the infrastructure, and yet the trajectory is undeniable. The goal is no longer just survival at any cost. It is survival with dignity. Treatments that spare healthy tissue. A landmark trial found nearly 80% of specific patients could be treated using only immunotherapy, without surgery, chemotherapy, or radiation. We began with a question. The answer increasingly is yes. The tumors that were untreatable are in some cases disappearing. The challenge ahead is ethical, economic, and political. It is about ensuring the next generation of cancer medicine does not become the property of the wealthy. But make no mistake, the science itself is among the most hopeful in the history of human medicine. I'll see you in the next one.